What's up? Lord Xander here, coming to you with another video from my backyard. What's up, Noche? Alright, that's my dog. Alright, anyways. Alright, so as you can see here, this is a cross with Jesus on it. I am a Christian. I am Catholic. And I'm decided from this point on Sundays when I post videos, it will be about something spiritual and or religious. So religious and spirituality, they're different things. I'll make a video about that another time. But I wanted to speak about the recent assassination of Charlie Kirk. Charles Kirk. Charlie Kirk. I don't know, I can't speak today. Sometimes I have those old brain issues. But anyways, there's many people out there like gloating and celebrating and relishing in his death. And that is just wrong. Whether you disagree with him, agree with him, loved him, hated him, whatever, he had a right to speak that. And he was just, his crime was he would just want to speak with people, whether they agreed with him or not. Young people on college campuses. His whole shtick was, he had a topic, prove me wrong. So he gave people an open forum to speak their mind. And to have a sick, just evil young man, assassinate him in public because he didn't agree with Charlie Kirk's ideology. It was just atrocious. It's horrible. And even worse are those people that are laughing and celebrating his death. And I have heard, and I'll admit that this makes me smile, but that a lot of people that have posted just atrocious, horrible, sickening, dehumanizing, just evil things about his death have lost their jobs. Democrat Al Green on the steps of Congress. Again, he's a Democrat. Charlie Kirk was a Republican who raised the vote and a lot of money for Donald Trump's re-election. So Al Green, who I don't agree with, because he's a, Democrat, spoke out against the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I can't talk today. Charlie Kirk. I'm getting ahead of myself in my head, but sorry. Keep kind of making little errors there. But anyways, again, this is just from my heart, from my script. And, Mr. Green defended Charlie on the steps of Congress as a Democrat. We should be able to sit down with people that don't agree with us politically, socially, religiously, whatever, and, and have a civil human discussion with them. Now, never would I say, I didn't vote for Trump despite popular belief, or Kamala Harris, because I don't really believe too much in the two-party system, Democrat, Republican. There's a lot of what I would call like Republicrats, Republicans that are pretty much Democrats and vice versa. I would prefer, if I could, to have a three-party system or more parties. But anyways, what's up, Deep? Good boy. All right, but anyways, enough about that. But just to the people who called Charlie Kirk a racist, he's a sexist, anti-Muslim, whatever. Okay, well, let's just focus on one. prove me wrong. Show me that Charlie Kirk was racist. I watched many of his videos. I didn't know him. I never met him. I followed, a lot of his videos would come up on YouTube, on my feed, and I'd watch him. And I agreed with most of the things he said, not always. And he didn't always have the most eloquent delivery, in my opinion, about what he talked about. Most recently, the murder of that Ukrainian immigrant woman who happened to have, white skin, be murdered by a career, well, I wouldn't say career criminal, but, had a long criminal history, a lot of history of violence. And, it's a complicated topic. But, stressing the word black and white, I don't think it's stressing the word black and white is entirely necessary in that case. But anyways, if you're going to cite that as like, oh, he's racist. No. Prove to me that Charlie Kirk was a racist with actual facts and evidence, not your emotions, not your twisted perception, not by taking, little clips from the debates he had or speeches that he presented off Turning Point USA or whatever, showing that he was racist. No, I need actual facts. So prove me wrong. If you dare have the courage to do that without using a profanity, without picking on me, without making fun of me, I bet you can't do it. For those of you who are relishing in Charlie Kirk's, brutal assassination. So I'm going to do that. My question to you here on my channel is, I want facts and evidence to prove that Charlie Kirk was racist, that he was, either an undercover or blatant member of the KKK or white supremacy group or whatever. I know you can't do it. I've watched tons of videos, and just to kind of give you a heads up of my argument, why are so many people that have my skin color or way darker, like maybe like Wesley Snipes dark, and I love Wesley Snipes, by the way. Wish he would play Blade again, but besides in the Deadpool Wolverine movie, but anyways, if he hated those, then why can I find a bunch of YouTube videos and videos of people condemning his death that are not of the same skin tone as Charlie Kirk? Anyways, so that's my question to you, people of the internet, people of the local left. And remember, I was one of you at one time. I voted for Barack Obama once. I voted for Bill Clinton twice when I was younger and more foolish and more easily manipulated, turned my brain off to facts and figures and reality. Lyndon B. Johnson was a proud racist, and all the things he did was just to get black folks to vote for the Democrat Party forever, and brown people. But anyways, prove to me that Charlie Kirk was racist, and if you have enough convincing argument, hell, I'll vote Democrat again. If you have enough of a convincing argument. This challenge goes out to anybody seeing or hearing this video, or even my family. I've had certain members of my family, accuse me of you're supporting a racist. He was a bigot. He was homophobic. But let's just focus on the racist. So let me know. Come up with your arguments, and let's talk. Because once again, as per the wise words of Charlie Kirk, if you, when the people stop talking on both sides of the aisle, that's when the violence happens. And again, I can think of one side of this political spectrum, of this social spectrum, that does do violence when you try to shut them up. And most of those people are on on a certain side of the political aisle, if you catch my drift here. Not to say that, the other side hasn't had their fair share of, horrible people and horrible atrocities. But yeah, let's debate. So that's my challenge to you. And this video will not be part of my contest. All right, well, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Again, very much like Charlie Kirk was. He would, talk to people that disagree with him. That he would talk with people that totally disagree with him. And he would shake their hand and thank them for coming. I never, to my knowledge, to any video I've seen, and I've seen lots of his videos, spit in people's faces, throw coffee at them, throw water at them, although he was a victim of that, or threaten him. He never made threats, as far as I know, to anyone. Okay? Oh, you disagree with me? Well, I'm going to kill you. And I never heard that from him. So I want to model after that behavior. Talk to people that disagree with me. So if you're so brave and so wise and bold, let's hear from you. Thank you for your time. All right, make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe, and that notification bell. And as always, I love you. Bye-bye.